Okay. Remember that the last time you were completing the activities using the third person in this. Catherine, please start reading. Catherine Onda.
Complete the text with the affirmative or negative forms of the verbs. Use contractive form.
Okay, start. Just give me a minute, miss. I am accepting some people, okay? Wait a minute. Okay, start, miss.
My name is Laura. I'm 13 and I come from Seville. I have got two brothers. My eldest brother Javier is 19 and he studies at the University of Seville. My other brother Hugo is only 4, so he goes to school. My grandma lives with us in our flat, and my parents, of course. My favorite time of year is the summer. My parents don't work during August, so we stay in our house in the mountains. There's a pool, but we swim during the afternoon because it's really hot. In the evening, my dad cooks some amazing meals, and we eat dinner together outside.
Okay, something that is very important is about the negatives. Obviously, here is going to be a little difficult to identify the negatives, okay? Only because it's affirmative or negative, and also the contracted forms. Remember, I is not third person, and you are going to use have got in this case. Remember he, and you are going to use IES in the principal verb. For the negative, you say he, and obviously you are going to use the auxiliary with doesn't and the principal verb. Grandma representing she, and that's the reason that the verbs you are going to use S or ES or IES depending on the verb. My parents, the subject in this case represent they, and that's the reason for the negative says don't and the principal verb. We continue with be, and obviously you are going to use the form of the verb in the basic form. You say we, and definitely you are going to use don't and the principal form of the verb. So in this case, really, and obviously pay attention to this. You are going exactly to use the form of this. My dad, you say cooks is the third person. You say we and it. Please remember it's important about this. When you're talking have got attention, when you are talking have got, we have to pay attention to the form of the negative that you are going to use. And now we are going to work on that. Please correct your errors in your books quickly. Correct the errors. Correct the errors in your book. 1, 2, 3. Okay, ready? Let's do it. Now we're going to go to the next part, okay, of the exercise. And you will have page number 10, activity number 2. Page number 10, activity number 2. Here we are going to have some differences about them. You are going to read the information. Sorry. You are going to read the information about me, says the introduction. And you are going to make the negative form. You are going to make the negative form. Okay? And you are going to read. Lorenzen, start reading this. Lorenzen, Ian.
Sí, miss.
Okay, correct.
Correct the sentences about Laura's family. About me. My name's Laura. My name is Laura. I am 13 and I come from Seville.
Seville.
I have got two brothers. My eldest brother, Javier, is 19 and he studies at the University of Seville. My other brother, Hugo, is only 4. So he doesn't go to school.
So, okay, continue.
Okay. My grandma lives with
My
us
grandma lives
with us in our flat, and my parents, of course. My favorite time of years is the summer. My parents don't work during August, So we stay in our house in the mountains. There's a pool, but we don't swim during during the afternoon because it's really hot. In the evening, my dad cooks some amazing meals and we eat dinner together outside.
Outside, okay. You have the sentence. Sentence number one, Laura lives in Madrid. And you are going to make the sentence. You have to correct in this case. And what is the definite? You have the affirmative and you are going to make them negative. And the second one, the correct answer. Laura doesn't live, she lives in, okay? That are the spaces, please, okay? Thank you. Continue, Milton Jaramillo. Milton Jaramillo, number two.
Javier studies at secondary school.
Okay, what is the answer?
Trevor, though Javier doesn't study at secondary school. Students in
He
the
studies?
University of Seville.
Okay, Javier doesn't study. He studies at the university. Continue with the number three. Thank you, mister. Continue, Novoa Ricardo, number three.
Laura family have got a house in Seville.
Uh-huh. What is the negative in how you do it?
Laura have got not family a house in Seville.
Yeah, how is the negative?
Ah, Laura have not got
Have
family a
not
house.
got. How is the negative? Not is included, but how is the form? Laura's family don't have got, doesn't have got, or
Laura
haven't got.
family don't have got.
How is the correct form of the negative form of have got? Ricardo, tell me. Tell me. No, it doesn't matter if you get it wrong. Tell me what you think.
Laura family
Tell me what do you think?
family Laura family don't have got a house in Seville. They have got family.
Uh-huh. They don't have a house. They have
Flat.
a flat, an apartment. Okay, attention. Here we have the first correction that we are going to do in this case. Attention with have got. Have got is an expression indicating possession that is the exception of the rule. Copy in your book. Have got is the exception that the rule in the present simple because it's considered an exception of that. And for the negative, you said haven't got or hasn't got. Correct? And copy, please. Have got is one exception of the rule. When you're using the expression have got, use the present perfect tense of this because it's an expression of possession now used in this case. And you say haven't got. Only in this case, only in this case. Here is not using the present simple tense. We are using the present perfect because it's an expression for possession now. You say have got in the negative, haven't got or hasn't got. Okay, continue please. Okay, thank you, Ricardo. Continue, Gabriela Arias, number four.
They stay in their house in the mountains in winter. They don't stay in their house in the mountains in winter.
Yeah.
They go
Mm-hmm.
in the summer?
Okay, very good. Don't stay in the house. Okay, very good. Thank you. Continue with the number 5. Elias. Number 5, Elias.
They swim in the afternoon. They don't swim in the afternoon.
It's 2.
It's too in the night. No,
Yeah, but
no,
it's 2. Why? What is the reason? It's 2.
really good.
Okay, it's too hot. Okay, oops. Okay, continue. And the next one, sorry. Laura's mom doesn't cook. Laura's dad cooks, okay? Pay attention to the people involved on this. Attention, please. Remember, doesn't study. Remember, they don't stay. They don't swim using the basic form. You are talking about Laura's mom. That's the reason it says doesn't and cook. Remember, when you are using do or does, in this case, you are going to use the basic form of the verb, okay? Remember, also have got the expression that you are going to use in this case, okay? Any question to the first part of this activity, please? Let me check my evidences for just a minute in this case, really. Okay, so, okay, wait. Okay, well, we have the next exercise using specifically this one. Okay, wait. Okay. This mouse is not working for me. Well, we continue with the next exercise, page number 10. And obviously, we are going to formulate the questions. Please, here you have the clues. Here you have the clues, the prompts. What are clues? What are prompts? Pistas. Okay, you have the clues or the prompts, and you are going to include do or does for the questions. Remember that you are making questions. All these exercises are exactly for the quiz and for the homework, okay? So you have to be careful with this. Continue, Dylan Moran. Dylan Moran. Dylan Moran. Dylan Moran 1, Dylan Moran 2, Dylan Moran 3. Es la tercera vez que lo llamo y no está, ¿ok? Qué pena. Continue, please. Castro Natalie, please. Number 1. You're going to make the question.
Do your family go to the mountains in summer?
Okay, how is the question? Transform the question. How is the
Go
question,
to the
Miss?
mountains in
How is the question?
Miss, ¿sí se me escucha?
Te escucho todo muy bien, pero al inicio no.
Does your family go to the mountains in
That's
summer?
your family. That's your family. You're saying that's your, but remember that you're talking about the family that is the group. Do or does? Do. Remember you're talking about the family. It's the group. It's a collective noun. That's the reason that you're using do, okay? You're referring to the family, not to a specific person. Do your family, okay? Thank you. Continue with the number 3, Cabrera Juan. Correct and complete in your books. Correct and complete in your books. Cabrera.
Do you have to
Continue.
to cook dinner at home?
Very good. Do you help? Do you help? Remember that is very specific and that you're using do. Okay, thank you. Almendaris, continue with the number 4. Almendaris.
Do you visit?
Sorry,
Do
repeat.
you ever visit?
A ver, mi amor,
Do you
hable alto porque parece como que recién se me está despertando. Hable alto, corazón. Do your
cousins visit you every weekend?
Okay, do your cousins. In this case, they're using do because you are using cousins. It's in plural form. It's a collective noun also. No, not collective, a plural form. So continue, please. Valeria Sanchez. What is the number 5, Valeria?
Do your best friends live
Continue.
to bike?
Very good, okay? In this case, remember, why does, in this case, you're talking about the best friend. Attention to this little correction. Thank you, miss. Attention to this little correction. We say best friend. You are saying best friend. You don't know if he or she, a boy or a girl. It's not specific. That's the reason why you are using does. Okay, that's your best friend. Valeria, continue with the number 6, please.
Do
Mhm.
your parents work in the afternoon?
Very good. Do your parents. It's a collective noun here, and you're using this. Thank you very much. Please, people, right now, correct the errors. Complete, correct. Complete and correct. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hurry up, hurry up. We almost finished. Hurry up. Okay. Mientras trabaja y completa o corrige, recuerde que las asignaciones están puestas. Mientras trabaja y completa y corrige, recuerde que el día jueves cae la lección y se cierra el viernes. Hay personas que han trabajado a medias, no han hecho el submit y no le refleja la calificación. Recuerde que yo no califico nada, el sistema. Ya vamos a hablar de las posibles situaciones. Solo estoy recordando que ya mismo damos la oportunidad. ¿Ok? No se preocupe, que ya mismo terminamos y damos unos minutitos para el foro. Okay, ready? Okay. So, we are going to finish this section, in this case, talking about the WH questions. We have to talk about the WH questions. Here we have some interviews. Remember that in the present simple tense, also we are using WH questions that will help you to support where, who, why, how often, how, what, and when. You are going to read the information according to this, and you are going to find some information. Please continue reading, Gabriela. Catherine Unda, continue.
Drag.
Gabriela, are you ready or not? Okay, Gabriela. Gabriela, continue, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, Gabriela.
Drag the question words to complete the interview. There are 2 words you don't need.
Okay.
The 60-second interview. What do you do? I'm a video games tester. I check new games for problems.
Okay, number 2.
Where is your office?
Perfect. Continue.
It's in a modern glass building in the center of Manchester.
Okay, number 3.
Who do you work with?
Perfect.
I work in a small team with 3 other testers, James, Paola, and Holly. What time do you start work? At about 11 o'clock in the morning. Why do you start so late? Because I don't finish until late, sometimes after midnight. It's a tiring job and I need a lot of sleep. How often do you spend your free time? How do you spend your free time? I don't have a lot of free time. I like walking in the countryside at weekends because I'm inside all week.
Attention to this. Thank you, Gabriela. Remember that we have where for places, Who when you are asking for people, what when you are asking about objects, why when you are asking for the reason of something, and how that you are giving a lot of supporting ideas about. It's really important to mention that it's not only yes, no questions. When you have a question with where, who, what, why, how often in this case, or when, okay, remember about when you're talking about time also, you are going to have full answers, not only about yes or no. Remember about this. Remember when you are asking about a time or the date of something. How often, the frequency of something. Please complete in your books. Complete in your books. Quickly, quickly. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, we are going to finish this part of the listening section. And obviously, we're going to have about Albertos. We have Albertos about it, okay? And we have, in this case, Ricardo. Where is Alberto? He's in the beach. Can you tell me what can you see in the picture? Ricardo? Okay, what can you see in the picture, Ricardo? He's in Salinas, in Cancun. Where is he? We're talking about Albertos. He's Alberto, okay? In the mountains. And how is the weather in the mountains? It's very? It's hot or not? It's cold. Okay, that's right. Okay, he's in the mountains. Maybe he's practicing a different kind of sports on this. Really good. So, attention. Page 11. Page 11, activity number 2. Page 11, activity number 2. Page 11, activity number 2. You have here 5 questions. You are going to select the answers A, B, or C. Please take notes about what you listen. Take notes about what you listen so you can support your answers, okay? Ready? Wait a minute, please. Just give me time. 1, 2, and 3.
Hey, Alberto, I want to ask you some questions about your life here in Canada for the school magazine. Is that okay?
Sure, that sounds fun.
Cool. Okay, some easy questions first. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico City, in Mexico.
And why are you here in Canada?
Well,
Okay, where is Alberto from?
Mexico.
Mexico, A, B, or C? A, okay, continue, listen.
dad's a scientist, and he's working here at the moment. So,
Questions about your life here in Canada for the school magazine. Is that okay?
sure, that sounds fun.
Cool. Okay, some easy questions first. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico City, in Mexico.
And why are you here in Canada?
Well, my dad's a scientist, and he's working here at the moment. So I'm here too, with my mom, my sister, who's 10, and my little brother, who's only 8.
Is life very different here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, who is his family? A, B, or C?
Sí.
Are you sure? Okay, continue.
The big difference is the weather. I mean, in Mexico, the weather is usually quite warm or really hot. But here, it's cold.
Is that a problem for you?
No way. Snow is the best thing about Canada. I love it.
What other differences are there?
Well, back in Mexico, I play football
Okay, sorry.
all the time. But here, everyone plays ice hockey.
Do you play ice hockey?
Sure, I love it. I practice at lunchtime and after school.
What about food? Do you eat Mexican food here?
Okay, what is the sport that he practices every day?
Football.
Ball? Are you sure? A, B, or C? B.
B.
B. Okay. Listen, number 4.
Yes, we do. We eat Mexican food at home. But I like Canadian food too, like hamburgers and hot dogs too. Oh, and the ice cream is great in Canada.
That's right. I see you've got a guitar with you. Do you play it?
No, I don't. It's my sister's. But I play the piano quite well.
And my last question.
Okay, what is the instrument that he plays?
Piano.
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 Okay.
Have you got a pet?
Yes, I have. I've got a dog, a retriever. My sister's got a cat. And my brother's got a pet rat.
Really? And are they here with you?
No, they're with my grandparents in Mexico. They live in the countryside, and they've got a lot of animals.
Thanks, Alberto.
No worries.
Okay. What is the pet?
Dog.
Dog.
Okay. Any correction? No? Okay. Very good. Okay. Correct errors. Complete, please. Complete, please. Here you have the transcript of the audio. So if you want to have, okay, here you have, you can take the captures if you prefer. If you have any expression, so you need to do in this case, really? Okay. And that is the past in this case that we're working in this. And now we have the next activity. Activity number 3, please. Activity number 3, listening section. Activity number 3, listening section, please. You are going to listen again. You are going to listen again, and you are going to answer the questions. Listen again and answer the questions quickly. Let's do it.
Hey, Alberto.
Hi, Jeannie.
Alberto, I want to ask you some questions about your life here in Canada for the school magazine. Is that okay?
Sure, that sounds fun.
Cool. Okay. Some easy questions first. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico City, in Mexico.
And why are you here in Canada?
Well, my dad's a scientist, and he's working here at the moment.
Okay, Alberto's father is a?
Scientist.
A scientist. He's a scientist. Continue with the number 2.
So I'm here too, with my mom, my sister, who's 10, and my little brother, who's only 8.
Is life very different here?
Okay, how old is his brother?
10.
Sorry?
8.
Okay, he's 8 years old. Please, listen and complete in your books. Listen and complete in your books, okay? Number 3.
Oh, yeah. The big difference is the weather. I mean, in Mexico, the weather is usually quite warm or really hot. But here, it's cold.
Is that a problem for you?
No way. Snow is the best thing about Canada. I love it.
What other differences are there?
Okay, what is he like? What does he like about it? Alberto?
Love the snow.
Very good.
Winter.
Loves the snow in winter. Complete. Continue.
Well, back in Mexico, I play football all the time. But here, everyone plays ice hockey.
Do you play ice hockey?
Sure, I love it. I practice at lunchtime and after school.
What about food? Do you eat Mexican food here?
Yes, we do. We eat Mexican food at home.
Okay, what does he eat at home?
Mexican food.
It's Mexican food, okay?
But I like Canadian food too, like hamburgers and hot dogs too. Oh, and the ice cream is great in Canada.
That's right. I see you've got a guitar with you. Do you play it?
No, I don't. It's my sister's. But I play the piano quite well.
And my last question. Have you got a pet?
Yes, I have. I've got a dog, a retriever. My sister's got a cat. And my brother's got a pet rat.
Really? And are they here with you?
No, they're with my grandparents in Mexico. They live in the countryside, and they've got a lot of animals.
Thanks, Alberto.
No worries.
Okay, his sisters got,
A cat.
A cat.
and his brother,
Pet rat.
Pet rat.
a pet rat, okay? Please quickly, complete, correct, check it out, okay? Check it out right now. 1, 2, 3, okay? Don't worry because later you have the videos and you can check in the videos in YouTube channel. You can check the answers also, okay? To finish this section, we have 3 expressions that are frequently used. I mean, no worries, I'm sure. Okay, I mean, no worries, I'm sure. Attention, listen and complete.
1.
The big difference is the weather. I mean, in Mexico, the weather is usually quite warm or really hot.
Okay, what is the number 1?
Amen.
Okay, remember, what is the expression I mean? It's very similar when, how do I say, how I told you, let me check the words. En Spanish es más o menos cuando usted dice, ¿cómo te lo explico? ¿Cómo te digo? Bueno, te diré, te voy a decir, a ver, te cuento que yo creo, I think, I believe. That is an expression that circles around I mean. Number 2, attention.
2.
Do you play ice hockey?
Sure, I love it. I practice at lunchtime and after school.
What is the number 2?
Sure.
Sure, of course, yes. You are affirming something, okay? Of course, yes, that's all. Clear up, okay? Continue with number 3.
3.
Thanks, Alberto.
No worries.
What is the number 3?
No worries.
What is no worries? There is not a problem. Take it easy. Don't hesitate, okay? Don't be preoccupied about something. That is the expressions that we're using in this, okay? And obviously you have all the answers about that, okay? Complete, please. 1, 2, 3. Well, we finished this part of the activity for today. And obviously we are going to have, okay, I need my evidences, please. We have 6 minutes to do in this case. Ahora sí, mientras le paso el formulario, por favor, preguntas abiertas, ahora sí. Preguntas rapidito mientras le paso el formulario. Cuénteme. Mientras les paso el formulario, me cuentan.
Miss, ¿por
Diga,
dónde será la lección?
¿Perdón?
Miss, ¿por dónde será la
Todo
lección
ahora es
de
en la
actividad?
plataforma. Los deberes en la plataforma y las
Miss,
lecciones en la plataforma.
Una consulta. Miss, yo todavía sigo sin poder entrar a la plataforma. No me deja ingresar.
Tiene que utilizar su usuario, su contraseña y obviamente hacer login donde corresponde. Si usted hace login donde no corresponde, obviamente va a tener problemas. Recuerde que yo les revisan los videos de la semana anterior y lo pueden hacer. ¿Qué te sale, Elías?
Espera, ya le digo. Ya le digo que me sale ahorita.
Ya, a ver, listo rapidito. ¿Alguien más? Complete, por favor. Si no tiene preguntas, complete. Dame un segundito, mi amor. Complete el formulario primero, rapidito, vamos. Complete el formulario.
Me sale que el formulario ya no acepta respuestas.
Sí, mija, a mí tampoco
Dame
me
un
parece.
segundito, dame un segundito, dame un segundito. Dame un segundito, por favor.
Me sale que tengo que ponerme en contacto con el profesor para poderme ingresar en la plataforma. Para poderme
Entonces
registrar.
estás ingresando mal, tú estás haciendo mal el proceso. No estás haciendo
¿Cómo?
lo que te estoy diciendo. Ya te voy a atender, dame un segundo. Listo, chicos, ahora sí, ingresen al formulario. Vamos rapidito. Ahora sí, ingresen. ¿Listo? Ahora sí. Si no hay ninguna otra opción, recuerden, deberes en la plataforma. Para los que tienen problemas, Lecaro, en su caso, se vuelve a unir conmigo si se cae la sesión. Los que, Lecaro, ¿me está escuchando? Se vuelve a unir de inmediato si se cae la sesión para verificar. Y los mismos me vuelvo a unir y se vuelven a unir conmigo si tienen problemas con la plataforma o alguna pregunta adicional, si se cae la sesión para poderlos atender. A ver, antes de que se cierre. Número 1 de asignación, ya está la segunda asignación y el segundo quiz en la plataforma. Recuerde que la asignación ya le sale Recuerde que la lección le cae el día jueves y se cierra el viernes. Así que, por favor, si no hacen submit, no les califica nada. Hay gente que lo abre y no hace submit, no le está calificando. El primer reporte ya lo envié. Esto no es un chiste. Si usted no pudo dar la lección, si no pudo hacer el deber, se olvidó, no tenía el libro, lo que sea, ¿cuál es el recurso? ¿Cuál es el as debajo de la manga? El My Activities. ¿Se acuerdan? No me tienen que pedir a mí. Veo mails que me envían padres de que mi hijo no pudo, recién le compré el libro, que no sé qué, que no sé cuánto. Usted ya sabe dónde trabajar para cumplir puntos. Así que, por favor, y el libro tiene que trabajarlo. Tiene que trabajar en el Student Book y en el Workbook primero, antes de sentarse en la plataforma. Primero trabaja en el Student Book, en el Workbook, y luego se sienta en la plataforma para que usted tenga la información. Esto va a ser calificable cuando nos volvamos a encontrar, Dios mediante, que calculo yo será ya en el primer trimestre, antes de cerrar el primer trimestre. ¿Ok? Se me cierra la sesión en 2 minutos 52. Aquellos que tengan planteamientos, preguntas o dudas, voy a volver a abrir la sesión un tiempito más para que usted se agregue. Mientras se termina la sesión, ahora sí, atiendo. Cuéntame. Dime.
Miss, es que no me llegó el formulario de la asistencia.
Mi amor, está en el chat.
Ah.
Ay,
Pero
hijito.
no está.
Mi amor, está hace rato 2 veces puesto. ¿Alguien más? ¿Algo más? Busquen el chat de Zoom. Yo no estoy en ningún grupo de WhatsApp. A ver, Elías, cuéntame. Comparta pantalla, por favor. El resto puede retirarse si ya terminó. Si no tienen ninguna consulta, se pueden retirar. Bye, baby. See you. Exacto, Gabriela. Elías, comparta pantalla. A ver, cuéntame. Ándate para atrás. Yo no sé qué estás haciendo tú ahí. Ándate para atrás. Yo no sé qué estás haciendo tú ahí donde no te he mandado. Login. Username y password. ¿Qué estás haciendo? Username and password. Ahí tiene que poner su usuario y su contraseña que le mandé. Vamos, vamos, hijos, que se nos acaba el tiempo. ¿Hay alguien más que tenga alguna pregunta? Si no, para no conectarme. ¿Alguien más que tenga alguna pregunta? Apúratele, Caro, que es lo que me imaginaba. Ahí está, no teniendo el usuario ni la contraseña en la mano y después no entro. Acumulando tareas y dejando de hacer tareas por gusto. Hasta un instructivo se dio. ¿Alguien más, por favor? Recuerden que los videos los tienen en el canal de YouTube para que puedan trabajarlos. Esa no es. Yo le mandé a usted como observación positiva en el mail de su representante. En el mail de su representante tiene que estar observación positiva. Ahí donde dice observaciones. Ahí está. Ahí está su password y su contraseña.
Eso no lo he visto. Mi amor, no me
vamos.
dicho nada.
Listo. Usuario, contraseña e ingresa. Y ahí coloca el libro. Igual me voy a conectar. Igual me voy a conectar por usted que quiero ver cómo termina esto. Así que rapidito. Vamos, vamos a la plataforma de una. En 1 minuto lo puedo hacer. El resto se puede retirar sin problema alguno. Bye. Nos volvemos a conectar para